as we awaken to our divinity and who we truly are as human beings on this planet, the deeper we go on our soul evolutionary journey, the more we realize that there is a group of people, a faction, a team of individuals who do not want specific information to be released to the public. Why, you may ask the question. This information holds the keys to our awakening. You see, human beings create their own reality with their collective consciousness. And so if every single human being was to awaken at the same time here on this planet, we would instantaneously manifest peace, happiness, and abundance if that was the intention of every single person. And so it's important to understand that even though there are positive beings here on earth, there are also negative beings. What do these negative beings want? Well, without going too into detail about the service to self path or the desires and wants of negative beings, I simply want to tell you that these negative beings certainly don't want you to know about things like sacred geometry, because sacred geometry holds the keys to our awakening. And in fact, the more we awaken, the more we analyze specific information and certain truths, the more we start to ask the question as to, are we alone in the galaxy? Who am I? Where am I headed? Why am I here? And these are the questions we're here to ask, because the times we are in are amazing. Human beings are in fantastic positions where they are able to take back full control of their own lives, full control of the earth, if we can learn how to live through the heart, if we can learn how to love one another, if we can learn how to live side by side and ultimately manifest peace, happiness, and abundance. Now, going back to sacred geometry and the importance of sacred geometry, crop circles have been part of our history here on Earth for a long time. And what's interesting about crop circles is all the research that is being conducted shows that crop circles can't be made with any piece of technology we have here on Earth. If you are unfamiliar with what crop circles are, you can search these images on Google. However, there is a theory that these crop circles are messages from angelic extraterrestrial beings who are trying to communicate with humans here on Earth. And an even more interesting aspect of crop circles is that sacred geometry seems to be an intrinsic part of the design. And we see sacred geometry in mathematics in almost every crop circle that has ever been left behind on a piece of land on the world. And so we are talking about perhaps an extraterrestrial civilization or angelic extraterrestrials who are coming to Earth and trying to deliver messages through mathematics and geometry. Well, what's interesting about that is sacred geometry is a very important aspect of our existence alone. And if the extraterrestrials who are leaving behind these crop circles know this, then perhaps they are trying to indicate to us and highlight to us the importance of sacred geometry. Many human beings have tried to replicate the same things we find in crop circles and have failed to do so. In fact, one of the things that are talked about when crop circles are left behind is how a machine or a piece of technology is able to shed hay halfway and leave no burn marks, no signs of heat, no signs of friction. The design is always smooth. And so we are talking about a piece of laser technology that doesn't even require heat or any form of energy that would cause friction. Now, that alone sounds impossible. There is no such piece of technology that exists. And so perhaps we are talking about extraterrestrials leaving behind crop circles. One thing you may perhaps take away from this video is, why aren't crop circles talked about more often? Why don't we see crop circles all over the internet? Why don't we see them all over the news? That's an interesting question. Is somebody trying to hide something about crop circles? That may be the case. However, I am here to share information regarding all of this, releasing information that is vital to our awakening, vital to unlocking your true potential here on this earth.